Boom! Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Onyendu, have stoned Supreme Court of Abuja today, this morning. Conto say the law where they want take go do wuru judge for head. They say that law no dey exist for inside Nigeria. This one they happen. As Nnamdi Kanu enter the premises, so now everybody, the offices, everybody start the hail am. Onyendu, the supreme leader, Onyendu. No be small thing no happen this morning, my people. One of the Nasa president where they arrest one time like that for inside Nigeria, we get the opportunity to meet Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. They say the guy don't come outside, they come testify, say Nnamdi Kanu get good intention for Nigeria, for everybody. He advocate for the good government for inside Nigeria. He talks so many things where should catalyze the whole world for inside this video. I go play you. Let us watch the video. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu moment enter the Supreme Court of Abuja before we enter inside the next video as it dey happen. My people, stay tuned.
So when you're not in her office, okay. So this is the thing. Hanging, they give a directive that count 7 doesn't exist anymore. So that the should amend it, change it, it doesn't exist. I still play to that 714 law.
Yes, it was an error.
It's not an error, big error. So I want them to correct
that. That was one of the motions we asked. That appeal should be set aside.
That's right.
And it has not been had.
In the course of all this struggle, you ended up in detention. What was the experience like? And would you also like to go back to that kind of environment again?
Well, it was a wonderful experience because it afforded me the opportunity of meeting somebody that is dear to my heart now. That's Mazin Nnamdi Kanu.
Really?
I was detained, and the first day I was brought out, I saw him. I was shocked. So I now went close to him. I said, I am Comrade Atiku Isa. I wanted to introduce myself. I said, no, I know you. So I started telling me about what happened. So I became shocked. I said, then he told me that be strong. That was how I continued discussion with him for about 2 months. So Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is somebody I know very well, because if you stay with somebody on a daily basis and you are discussing with the person on a daily basis for about 2 months, because in detention, you don't have anything to do. You only sit down at a particular spot. And you are with this person on a daily basis. And you are always discussing. So you should know the kind of person that he is. And let me tell you that people don't know that it was prior to my meeting with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, I had thought that he was a wicked man who want to divide the country, because I am a patriotic Nigerian and I don't want anything that will bring confusion in this country. So that was the mindset I had. But after meeting him, in the detention, I realized that the Fulanis, the Hausas, the Kanuris there are all loyal to him. You'll be shocked that he has more supporters in the DSS facility than he has outside. Because if anywhere you live and you have more than 95% of the people who are supporting you. Before I met him, a Fulani guy told me, because he said, oh, if you see Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, he will like you because you can speak English. The guy does not understand English. We're always communicating in Hausa language, and in Arabic language. So he said, he will like you because you can speak English, and he's a good man. If you have any problem, tell him, he will help you. So that is how they see Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Or everybody in that detention facility, they see him as their leader. So it's not about a leader agitating for the Igbo cause. He's a leader agitating for Nigerians, for the betterment of Nigerians. So that is the person Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is. So I have discussed with him severally. On a daily basis, he will tell me, Atiku will be strong. And along the line, now told me that, okay, I want you to play along so that they release you from here. I don't want you to continue to stay in detention. That was when I said, I'm ready to remain in detention. I said, no, this place is not good for you. Play along. Do whatever they want you to do. Get away from me and go and meet your family. I said, you are here. Say, don't worry. You go out. I don't want to see young men like you to be in detention. So that is the person we are talking about, that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is. A very passionate leader with compassion, and he has the interest of especially the masses at heart. And I think the problem he has, which is not a problem, is that he's too courageous and fearless. And that is why, to me, he is still in detention. Courageous and fearless.
All right, let's look at the issue of the government and Nnamdi Kanu. Some persons say that the government is using Nnamdi Kanu as a scapegoat to avoid addressing legitimate grievances. They argue that Showere, Igboho, the chairman of Meiti Allah, all of them had issues at one time or the other. But government discontinued with that case and wondered, why is Nnamdi Kanu's case different?
Yes, I agree with those who say that. And but I also want to say that this did not start with the administration of President Tinubu. He was arrested during the last administration, and because they don't want to address the real issues. This thing is very simple. Why?
What do you think are the real issues?
The real issues are the insecurity, marginalization, and inequality in the country. These are basically the real issues. Address these issues. What on this? Because I believe that President Tinubu is a listening president. Yes, and just like I said about Nnamdi Kanu being fearless and courageous, which has put him in detention, one of the things that, though is not something that should be seen as a weakness, which the President Tinubu has, is that he's too loyal to his friends, and he always stands by his friends. So he will not want to do anything that will embarrass his predecessor. So for that reason, he's taking his time. But on this, I really want to appeal to the President and Commander-in-Chief that if the likes of Igboho, their cases will be discontinued. The chairman of Meiti Allah, their cases, Meiti Allah was arrested and detained in the same facility where Nnamdi Kanu was detained. I was there, so I know all of these things. For security reasons, I won't mention the places. I know they are very, if you close my eyes, I can take you to the detention facility where Nnamdi Kanu is currently, and where Meiti Allah chairman was before he was released. Don't forget, he was arrested. His boys were alleged to have stabbed a general. You see, his boys were alleged to have killed soldiers. I know all lives are equal, but the life of a military man should be seen as being special because they protect the lives of the of others. If any group that will attack military men, those groups should be seen as being extremely violent, and they should be condemned in totality. The military men deserve respect and honor because they are putting their lives to protect us. So now, this same man, his case was discontinued. A Fulani man, his case was discontinued. Yes, he's my brother. I'm happy the case was discontinued, but I'm not happy that military men were attacked. Now Igboho, who was agitating, his agitation was very violent. So many lives were lost. Security personnel were attacked. Yet his case was discontinued because he's a Yoruba man. I did not meet Igboho, and I did not meet the chairman of Meiti Allah, but I heard a lot of things about them. But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, all the things, he has been in detention. If the last one and the one that he's still in detention started in 2021, for all of these years, if they have anything against him, why have they not brought it out? There's nothing against him, unlike these two people that their cases were discontinued. The President and Commander-in-Chief has the power by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He can direct the Attorney General of the Federation to discontinue with this case in the interest of national healing and unity of the country. The last time, he should know that these two men I mentioned do not have the kind of support that Nnamdi Kanu has. Okay, I am in order now. I As at this moment, I am still owing as a result of the mobilization I did for people to come to Abuja to protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, my wonderful people, welcome back. As you don't watch that video, as it they happen, I will tell they bring them, they come. Well, there's one thing that so many Nigerians do not know. If you continue supporting evil, my prayer for you now, Nigeria will happen to you. That's why many people don't like this for the entire I talk and they say pump if we don't come again. Yeah, so if they support evil, Nigeria go happen to you. If you love Nigeria so much, with things where they happen, why they run from Nigeria to happening to you? I bet more share this video. Drop your own opinion for inside comment section.